So, the topic for today's video is the general equation of the second degree. Under this topic, we will first study about conic section. If a cone having a circular base and is cut by a plane, the section is one of the five curves like a pair of straight line, circle, parabola, ellipse or an hyperbola. The shape of the section depends upon the position of cutting plane. For example, if we take a section and cut it through the vertex, it will be a pair of straight line, and the section by a plane parallel to the base will be a circle. Similarly, if the plane neither passes through the vertex nor parallel to the base, the section will be one of the curves of parabola, ellipse or hyperbola. They all share the four directrix property, that is, each one of them is the locus of a point which moves such that its direction from a fixed point bears a constant ratio from a fixed straight line. The straight line passing through the focus and perpendicular to the directrix is called the axis of conic. Here is a diagram when a circle is formed through a cone. Next, we move to equation of conic section. A pair of straight line is represented by the equation of the form ax square plus 2hxy plus by square plus 2gx plus 2phi plus c is equals to 0. The same equation represents a circle under a different set of conditions. If the section be an ellipse or parabola or hyperbola, let E be the coordinates of the focus and ax plus by plus c is equals to 0, the equation of the directrix referred to the rectangular axis in the plane of the section. The distance of any point x, y on the curve under consideration from the locus and the directrix are respectively. So here we know that how we get this equation to represent a conic section. The standard equation are given, like for circle it is x square plus y square is equal to a square. For parabola it is y square is equal to 4ax. For ellipse it is x square upon a square plus y square upon b square is equals to 1, where a, b are assigned values. Next topic we have, that is intersection of a line and a conic. So as we can see in the diagram, let a straight line drawn through the point P meet the conic when the equation is s is equal to ax square plus 2hxy plus by square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equals to 0. In A, let Q be any other point on the line. Let A divides PQ in the ratio lambda is to 1. The coordinates of A will be lambda x plus x dash upon 1 plus lambda and lambda y plus y dash upon 1 plus lambda. Since A lies on the conic, hence we will replace the value of x and y in the equation of conic and we will get lambda square s plus 2 lambda t plus s dash is equals to 0, where we get the value of t as this and s becomes a x square a x dash square plus 2h x dash y dash plus by dash square plus 2g x dash plus 2fy plus c. So equation 1 is of second degree in lambda and accordingly gives two values of lambda which may be real and distinct and real and coincide or imaginary. Note for this, every straight line therefore cuts a conic at 2 points. Next is we have about tangent. What is a tangent? Tangent at any point, we shall now obtain the equation of tangent at any point of the conic when s is equal to 0. As we can use the above equation 1, we get lambda square s is equals to 2 lambda t plus t dash is equal to c. Since x dash y dash lies on the conic s is equal to 0, we have therefore one of the values of lambda is equals to 0. Further, since the 2 points of contact coincide at this point, the other value of lambda must also be equal to 0. This gives t is equals to 0. That is, we get ax x dash plus h in bracket x y dash plus y x dash plus by y dash plus g x plus x dash plus f y plus y dash plus c is equals to 0. This being the equation between the coordinates of any point x dash y dash on the tangent. So the equation of tangent will be t is equal to ax x dash plus h in bracket x y dash plus y x dash plus by y dash plus g x plus x dash plus f y plus y dash plus c equals to 0. So we get the equation of tangent. Let's take an example that how we can solve a question based on this equation. Next, after tangent, we come to normal. A line through the point P perpendicular to the tangent at P is called the normal to the conic at P. How we will get the equation for parabola under normal? Let us take a point P, x1, y1 be any point on the given parabola. The equation of the tangent on this point is y dash y1 is equals to 2a x plus x1. So the slope will be 2a upon y1. Slope of the normal will be minus y1 upon 2a. Hence the equation of the normal at point x1 y1 to the given parabola is so here we can see the parabola formed through a conic section. So the equation will be y minus y1 is equal to minus y1 upon 2a x minus x1, or x y1 plus 2a y is equals to 2a plus x1 y1. If we denote the slope of normal by m, that is m is equal to minus y1 upon 2a, then y1 is equal to minus 2am and x1 is equal to am square. Hence we get the normal equation of m is equal to y. M is y is equal to mx minus 2am minus am cube. Next, after normal, we come to conormal. What is conormal? The points on parabola at which the normal meets at a point are called conormal points. As we can see, the image of ellipse formed through a cone. So, how we will get the equation for ellipse? As we know, the equation for ellipse is x square upon a square plus y square upon b square is equals to 1. So, the equation of the normal at x1, y1 on the ellipse will be x minus x1 upon a square is equals to y minus y1 upon b square. And the equation to the normal at point whose eccentric angle is theta is ax sec theta by minus by cosec theta is equal to a square minus b square. So in general, 4 normals can be drawn from any point to an ellipse. These 4 points on the ellipse are called conormal points. Next, we can see that a hyperbola formed through a conic section. So let's see how the equation of hyperbola can be formed. As we know that equation of hyperbola is x square upon a square minus y square minus upon b square is equals to 1. When the equation to the normal at any point x1, y1 of the hyperbola is x minus x1 upon a square plus y minus y1 upon b square is equals to 0, and the equation to the normal at any point is a sec theta b tan theta will be ax cos theta plus by cot theta is equals to a square plus b square. In case of rectangular hyperbola, x square minus y square is equals to a square. The equation of the normal at point is x cos theta plus y cot theta is equal to 2a. So, for hyperbola xy is equal to c square, the equation of the tangent and normal at any point are x upon t plus y plus t is equals to 2c. So, we get ty minus xt cube plus c t to power 4 minus c is equals to 0. So, after that, we take an example based on the equation of normal. After that, we take an example based on the equation of hyperbola. So our next topic is pole and polar. Let's see what is it. If in any second PAB, let us assume a second PAB through a given point P meets a conic in A and B, as we can assume. So then the locus of Q, the harmonic conjugate of P with respect to A and B, such that 1 upon PA plus 1 upon PB is equals to 2 upon PQ, is defined as the polar of P with respect to the conic, and P is called its pole. Let us take P and Q be the point x dash y dash and alpha and beta, and let the equation to PAB be x minus x dash upon L is equals to y minus y dash upon M is equal to R. R being the distance of x comma y from x dash comma y dash. Then we get the value of x and y is that x is equals to x dash plus LR, y is equals to y dash plus MR. If the point x comma y lies on the conic, then S will be ax square plus 2hxy plus by square plus 2gx plus 2fc plus c equals to 0. So we replace the value of x and y. We get a into x dash plus LR whole square plus 2h into x dash plus LR into y dash plus MR plus b y dash plus MR whole square plus 2g x dash plus LR plus 2f y dash plus MR plus c equals to 0. That is, we get r square into al square plus 2lhm plus bm square plus 2r into l ax dash plus hy dash plus g plus m hx dash plus by dash plus f plus s dash is equals to 0. So this is a quadratic in R, and its roots are R1 and R2 be the measures of PA and PB respectively. If PQ be equal to R, we have if Q lies on the polar of P, 1 upon R1 1 plus 1 upon R2 is equals to 2 upon R. That is, the value of R we get 2 into R1 plus R2 upon R is equals to 2 into R1 into R2 upon R1 plus R2. So from the equation to the line, we get alpha minus x dash is equals to LR, beta minus y dash is equals to MR. Therefore, we get ax dash plus hy dash plus g into lambda minus x dash plus hx dash plus by dash plus f into beta minus y dash plus s dash is equals to 0. Or we can also write a alpha x dash plus h alpha y dash plus beta x dash plus b beta y dash plus g alpha plus x dash plus f beta plus y dash plus c equals to 0. So by replacing the value of alpha and beta current coordinate, the locus of Q is the straight line. So we get ax dash plus h x dash into y dash h x into y dash plus y into x dash plus by y dash plus g x dash plus x, f plus f, y, f dash plus c equals to 0, which is the polar of x dash comma y dash with respect to the conic s is equals to 0. Note, if p on the conic, then the polar of p is the tangent at p. Let us also discuss some important terms related to pole and polar. First is conjugate point. Two points such that lie on the polar are called conjugate point, and the condition of 2 points will be a x1 x2 plus h x1 y2 plus x2 y1 plus b y1 y2 plus g x1 plus x2 plus f y1 plus y2 plus c equals to 0. Next is conjugate lines. If the pole of one line lies on another, the pole of the second line will lie on the first. Such two lines are said to be conjugate, and the condition applied is this as shown. Here is also an example that we can discuss related to pole and polar. Hope this content is sufficient. Thank you.